Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back, Space Engineers. Space Engineers Economy playthrough. I'm your host, Quantum Tater. Say hello. Ah. Last time, what did we do? We did a bunch of salvaging, and we got murked by an invisible thing. Asking the important questions. I believe that Clyde mentioned that the corridor light. He mentioned he almost pointed out a corridor light from before, but it was a mod. Appreciated the info about the Factorum reload. Get in and get out real quick. Yeah, apparently, I don't know what happened, man. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. Let's see. What else did he say? He said has a big greenhouse with lots of surplus. Heard stations may eventually be buying plants and food, which could be useful. Let's see. Penn said at 3258. He wasn't sure what happened, but it wasn't a shot in the face. It was more like the cold embrace of another cadaver. Compliance complimented my prophecy skills. Thanks, Penn. I appreciate that. And then Samuel. Let's see, what do you say? Asked if he was a bad engineer for leaving expired slop in trade station kitchens, um, and thinks it's a fair trade for the things that he takes from there. I think, yeah, I mean, you're putting something in and taking something out. That seems fair to me. Yeah, absolutely. Um, let's see. Apparently, he's done some extra upgrades to his Hall frame Dre, now renamed the Myrluck, and he posted a video in the chat below if you guys want to check that out. That walk around. He's also since then added a couple of additional things, which sounds freaking awesome. Let's see. Wonders. Chad wondered whether or not the Factorum relay explosion was triggered by a timer or proximity sensor. I wish I knew. I don't know. Um, I didn't. I heard a like it was like a whoop 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 whoop. So maybe it may have been proximity. I don't actually know. Um, and then he said the expired slop was usually a gamble, and approves replacing the toilet with an anti-radiation shower. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why I said awesome, but yes, that is the plan. Let's see, John. What did you say? The main lesson: never. What did he say? Hold on, I gotta walk over here for a second and take a look at taking a look at our inventories and stuff. John said, compliments flying the new ship, snug fit, both the base and the station. Yeah, I know it's a little tight. I like seeing the ship evolve to meet your needs. Never trust anything Factorum yet. There's that. Says you really need your own fuel station or you're never make any money. Suggests a space base might be a good idea. You thought you weren't going to dig on planet. Jokes about the size of the hole you dug while trying to escape the shade thrown at your maskets. Look, you know, oh, I dig a big hole for the battery. I wanted to keep the battery. Yeah, that's fair. I did dig quite a big hole. Um, says the least you got there in the end. That's true. I did. All right, so let's take a look. Last time we definitely did some stuff. I've done some work on the base. We're now oxygenated. Although we don't have oxygen tanks, I need to buy a ship. You see my cadaver count here. See the two. Actually, I don't think. I'm almost positive I didn't add the one from our dear old Factorum boys. So let's go ahead and just plop that in there now. We're up to 3. One, the block falling on me. The other one, I don't remember. And then explosion. Now, oh, good, a storm. I was thinking to myself, you know, it'd be great. What if there's a storm? So, did some changes. I've got some extra cargo here. I got the airlocks working fully, so you can see this right here. I expanded the base a little bit with regards to landing pad here for our hull frame. Um, the back thing still works, but now I can like walk out of it and do all that. I also made some changes over there. You guys may have noticed if we come over there and take a look. If you come down here, we've got to the ground, which is good. We got this. This is going to be where we dock the hull frame here in a second. Holothy is we're naming him. Our refinery is up and running fully, although I have not turned it on yet. We come into here, done some changes in here, but I also added, that's where I put the battery, which I think I actually showed that. But then I added some off-screen stuff. I did that's for the holothy. We've got this here. We got a hydrogen tank here, which I don't think is 2%. So we are not exactly storing up. And then I've got additional cargo. And then I have this bad boy, a bulk cargo container. And it looks great. We'll walk around the back real quick and take a look. Even though Mars was about to assault me. And I don't appreciate it. But I just cut out a little bit of the hole at the back of the thing. So we have a big base to put all our loot and stuff. And that's kind of what we did. I turned off the antenna. We're on beacon only. We're still running that stuff. I know for a fact that I unlocked. Ow. I know for a fact. Damn it, Mars. I know for a fact that I definitely unlocked. Um. Rah, nope. You can try that again. Right? Yeah. Nope. Last time. Hooah! Yeah, got there. I know for a fact that I unlocked the atmospheric thrusters, which I do have those back, which is great news. Um, I fixed this too. So I went with a see-through staircase and I put a light there. That light is just to light up this area, which is doing a quite crap job. And I think it's because it's hitting the stairs and just stopping cold, which is pretty frustrating, but that's okay. Come up here, and then once that closes, we can pressurize the space. I got all the airlock set up and everything like that. The ship should be empty, sans the ice that I have in the O2 generator. I do want to take the connector here, ventral connector, and we're going to do the classic no-goat. Just because I don't want it taking stuff unless I want it taking stuff is kind of my thoughts. So if we check the ship inventory, we have my pistol in the armory, and that right there. Oh, you guys mentioned, instead of the pooper, we put in a shower. We could do that now. Let's go ahead and vacate the space. It is already vacated, so that's good. Let's go ahead and chop out this here bathroom. Beautiful. Now, I don't think shower. Let's go here. Get the shower placed. I want to do it in... What color are we in right now? Let's do this color here. Do this color. And grab the parts from here. Beautiful. And now we can decontam. And technically, I guess this is technically a bathroom. This is, a little unnerving. I don't know that I want people being able to peek into my shower, but that's okay. I'm not super worried about it. All right. This airlock is working as intended. I did have, what else did I change? I changed something else. Ah, yes. I squared this area out here so that I could have a recharge station on the outside of the ship so I could easily get in there and do that stuff. That was just one of the things I thought was really necessary. I don't mind this big gate, but I hate that I have to, that the unlock button is just the panel right there, which I guess isn't much different than a regular button, but it is frustrating. I will note. I'm going to get my health back up, and then we will... Oh, I guess I could do this on the boat. I don't need to do this. So my plan today, first of all, let's go into our GPS system, and once again, turn this crap off, and then turn this crap off. We're going to knock this out today. That is our plan. Once that is completely taken care of, hurry to the inside so we don't get punched in the face. Beautiful. There we go. There's that. Get the pressurization up. Beautiful. Okay, so my plan is just to go straight to that thing. John, you are not wrong. We do need a fuel source. I need to figure the fuel out. The problem is I still haven't decided if I want to be the person who is willing to... No. Let's go. Let's stop off at the station really quick. Engines are on. We are go for liftoff. Oh, and that is the other thing that I did. Using some precious fuel. I dug a hole, I cut a hole in, I do like that, and I added an oxygen farm so that we could oxygenate the base in there and we're not having to store it. Since I don't currently have an oxygen tank, I can't store oxygen, which makes it pretty frustrating, honestly. So, without further ado, we're going to go get to the compound really quick. Now, last time we used quite a bit of fuel to get over there. I did have to lift it up a bit. You can see we're lower than we were when we left off yesterday, or not yesterday, but the other day, because I had to lift it up so that I could build out some of the stuff under it really quick. We're going to go fill up, tap the tanks off really quick, and then I'm going to see, I don't think you can buy ice yet, so I'm going to see if you can. If you can't, then we're going to have to solve the problem for fuel. I do like the idea of like potentially taking like half the fuel of this ship and putting it into the fuel at the base and just like coming to filling up. But as you were saying, I'm currently broke because I had to buy fuel. I'm at $900,000. And of course, we didn't get much higher after we purchased this monstrosity. So it's not as if I was rolling in the deep or anything, but we definitely have lost some money by having to refuel the fuel, and that's frustrating. So, but the good news is I learned math. The power of math. Oh, the power of not using... Ooh, lag. That was weird. Power of not using the base to stop me. I would still love to have a camera on the bottom. So that I could very easily... Oh my gosh, the side thrust on this is... you know what? We're at 200 kilos. We're not even... Or 200,000 kilos. We're not even laden with anything. 200 ice is not enough to make us this heavy. That's insane. It is insane. All right. Let's get
get
over here. Slowly but surely. Surely you can't be serious. I'm always serious, and stop calling me Shirley. It's weird to find the thing. Where are we at? We right there? Nope. It should be right there. Are we just not lined up with it? Come on, what's happening here? Yeah, that hurt. I know that it's, I see the connector right there. You know what? I didn't even think about this, but I could just pop down to this connector right here. I don't think I have this on my bar, so let's get that other connector on the bar. What is this? Port? Starboard. Switch lock there. There we go. We're locked on. Turn those engines off just for fun. I think that I have that set up so that, if I'm not mistaken, let me see real quick. Airlock vent. This air vent, its actions do that. Okay, I understand. So number 6, if I did number 6, I could do this starboard airlock interior, right? I could say when this door, so slot 1, trigger when pressurized. No, I don't want to do that. I was thinking if I could have the door basically like when open, trigger depressurization. But I need an event controller for that, so I'm not going to do that. That's okay. We're not losing too much air out of that anyways. I feel like it's doing okay. And I don't know what's up there, so we're just going to go this way, maybe? Yeah, we'll go this way. We'll get inside. Basically what I want to do is I want to fill up the tanks, and then from the tanks, we will, I don't know. We're going to check a mission, see if they got anything interesting to do. Maybe another salvage close by. And I think with the intent of the salvage close by, we will steal this flare gun. The intent will be to steal this flare gun as well, and then with the intent to salvage and sell as much of the parts as possible. I think that's kind of my idea. So let's see. How am I doing on food? I'm at 63%. And I have on me an unknown meal pack and food paste. Tasty. Okay, so let's buy some food. I'm going to get... Fruit pastries are really not worth the money. But I only have one and I need food. So let's check the inventory. So hydrogen tank. We're at 7,300. So what we need, we're buying per kiloliter. So I finally have learned. So what we need to get to 1,000,000 is 266. And if I buy that for $84,000, it won't work. So 263. Oh, no. Did the hydrogen update and it's no longer... It just restocked and... Now there's not fuel available. Fart. That's not useful. Okay, well, that's helpful. We don't need fuel that bad. All right. So we've got acquisition contracts. We get... That's not worth very much money. Bulk acquisition, we definitely can't do that. We can't do that. We could... Now, here's the question. 40... I'm going to accept this. Do you think 44 of those are worth more? Oh, we already have some of these missions. I didn't even think to look at. I wonder... So my question is if selling... If we go to sell real quick. Are selling 44 of these... Like, let's say I have 44 and I sell. It's worth more to sell them than it is to complete that contract. That's frustrating. Okay, well... search contracts. Or not search, but salvage. 350, that one's in space real far away. That one's in space even further away. This one's planetary far away. This one's very close, not far away. We're going to take that very close one just because it is very close. Oh, except, what does it say? If I accept the contract to agree to fulfill its conditions. Yeah. Thank you. All right, let's go. Let's go get this thing done. I don't think I want to eat that fruit paste. Well, you know what? The food paste. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. The fruit pastry is 40. The paste is 30. I'll wait. You know what? We'll just eat that paste now. Bean paste. I forgot I parked my ship somewhere else and I had a panic attack. All right, let's go first and foremost. Let's get the 57 contract. We've had that going for a long time, so I think it'll be fair to do. We're gonna put at least one of these pistols in here. You know, never not need a flare gun, right? That's what I think. Do this. You can have cargo terminal. You can have that as your thing. Why is this not? Weird. I don't know what. I'm confused by that. That's okay. So we couldn't buy any fuel, which is frustrating. We're at 74%, which is equally frustrating, but that's okay. What we're gonna do, we might. That is in the wrong direction. We are not gonna go for that unknown signal, although it could be useful. We're just going to go straight to the 57 kilometers away. That's our plan. Oh, we're going to turn on the engines first. And we're going to head that direction. Get some speed. And some altitude. Once we're maxed out, we'll just carry on our wayward son. And I will see you when we get to the site. And I will start concocting up plans for the fuel. The fuel thing is, my only beef with the fuel thing is I didn't want to drill or set up like a resource node. I don't think I have. If I get out of the ship really quick. Drill. Oh, I know what's happening. I remember I set the thing to depressurize when I get out of that seat. That's what's happening right now. That's the problem. All right. See you in a second. All right. We got somewhere. We got there. We're almost there. It took us a little over 10% fuel to get over here, and that's the dry weight. So that means that when it comes time to fly back with the entirety of this ship ground down, we may need to be looking for it. Now, the things that we're looking for. What do we got? It looks like a down ship, which is cool. I don't think we've had one of these before yet, which is nice. I guess I should park. I'm going to park past it a little bit. A down ship. Now, I liked the idea. John said he thought maybe it's time to build or get a space base. I am not against that, but I think I would need to. All right, engines off. Let's go ahead and get that thing locked down so we don't go sliding about. That should, yep, evac the space. We're going to open this door so it evacs that space as well. And then we're on a hill, so I can't walk through this door because space engineers. And yeah, all right. Big old connector there. We got some kind of entrance to that thing. I'm excited. Let's go ahead and I'm going to take this off just because why not? Oh, it's double layered. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. Huh. Well, look at that. Ah, man, it's a big old engine. This is going to be good. This is a lot of parts.
Inventory full.
Yep. Inventory. Ooh, it still has hydrogen on it. Oh, that's a big boon right there. Okay. We need to be very cautious about that. And that we also want to grab. Where is that at? What bar did I put that on? Man, I spend more time looking for the items on my bar. There we go. We're going to grab the parts for this thing. And then that's a lot of metal grids. That's going to be really good. We can sell the snot out of that stuff, and I am down for it. I am down for it. Let's get that.
Storm inbound.
Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button because I've been playing some Space Engineers too. Turns out that'll not ruin you, but it definitely. You press the wrong buttons a lot, that's for dang sure. Okay, large thruster done. Oh, there's the hydrogen tank. Okay, the good news is we're going to hack it, and then I'll weld it up real quick. What are we at percentage-wise? What do we got here? First, claim the grid. That's the first thing. Oh man, this thing's at 49% and large. We're bringing this home with us. I don't know how. It isn't in the ground at all, which means we should be able to pretty easily dig this thing out without digging. Since John gave me a hard time about that last time. So let's go get some parts. Or let's go put up some parts. Okay, first let's go find the thing. We gotta find the thing. These are all parts right here. This is an interesting looking ship. That's just down to steel plate. That's not important anymore. Put those in there. I'm getting irradiated. Ooh, I can use my new shower and get inside the ship maybe. You know what? I should have changed the armory. I should have changed the armory. Look at this. It's not working. Why isn't it working? Why is it not working? Decondemn me. Oh, because we're at an angle. Damn it. That's obnoxious. I have to basically waste hydrogen in order to get this to clean me. That's an interesting. Get the health back. Let the radiation go the rest of the way down. That's an interesting feature. It's an interesting feature. So, I wanted to revisit, by the way, the ship classification thing, by the way. I don't feel like I need a ship classification system in terms of like, oh, don't bother with it kind of thing. I understand where everybody's coming with that. Like, that is not. My thought was this. This is why I was talking about it. Ooh, oh, get out of the way, please. The reason I was talking about it is because basically with a ship, you have a couple of things. I need to clear some of these blocks out because they're causing me to. I'm going to accidentally beam myself into them, and then that's going to be the bad day for Tater. The reason I was thinking about it or talking about it was specifically because the long and the short of it is when you go to build a ship like a name like, and you want to name the ship or whatever, the thing that I find difficult sometimes is got two good batteries on this side. We got one. We're just going to take this whole thing. We're just taking it down. There's no reason not to. And we're going to take those 10 uraniums. You bet. Yeah. I'm going to cut that out. When you have a ship and you want to call it like the Dauntless or the Potato or the Sphincter, whatever you want to call the ship, when you do that, I want to have, what do I want to have? I want to have like there's jump drive on this ship. Sorry, I'm squirreling. You want to have, in my mind, I want to have like, okay, this is the S class potato hauler, and this is the M class potato wrangler. That kind of, you know what I mean? Like, and if you don't have that, and it's just like, okay, this is just the potato wrangler, the potato hauler, the potato, you know what I mean? Like, I'm looking to give it a little bit of flavor, I think, is what I'm trying to do. And, camera, thank you, sir. Wait a minute. Yeah, I just unlocked cameras. I'm a happy boy. Did I? Yes. Cameras unlocked. Victory. Great victory. Okay. So yeah, but when you're calling stuff and naming thrusters and stuff, it's like, oh, like I want to be able to say, okay, this is the S class potato hauler. And like it to me it's I wouldn't say it's cool, but it's more interesting than not, I guess. Is what I was kind of going for. And so the only reason I'd want a classification, not because I'm like, hardcore military man, gonna have classification, like, look at me, I'm cool and tough and military. Like, I don't care about that shit. That's not what this is about. This for me is more about, um, like being able to maybe better differentiate what I'm looking for in a thing. Like, okay, I'm gonna have an XL class capital ship, the Providence or the Pride of Tater or whatever,
Fuel
and
low.
I want to be able to do, and this is why I did this right here, guys. Boom, just like that. I want to be able to do that and like have that kind of classification type thing. I think that's what I was kind of going for. So in that sense, let's see if I can put this down and claim the ship. I can. That should mean that I own these batteries now. I'm just saying. That's what that should mean. Doesn't necessarily mean that, but that's what it's supposed to mean. So yeah, it's more about that. It's more about being able to like sort of easily classify a thing as opposed to I don't know, getting into the minutia of like what should we call it, and it's just like, oh, this is the behemoth, this is the Achilles tendon, this is the Mark potato or whatever. Like having a class system for me is why is that color? It's not supposed to be that color. Having a class system like that just means that I can very easily um, kind of go about my business of thinking and working on stuff like that instead of sort of the dumbness of I don't know. I'm gonna grind these two things down. We don't need them, and the battery cells are already pretty much toast. I know that I could have recovered the stored energy, but I don't care that much about it. Okay, hey, there's the package. We need that. Okay. I need to grind this thing off. And I think what I'm gonna do, just to be safe, okay, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna pop pop, do that right there so that it is supported. Oh, yeah, still supported. That's good. And then we're gonna grind out around it. That's our plan. This is a huge haul, guys. This right here is the base storage for fuel. And it comes at a perfect time because what I can do is I can pretty easily prop a spot up under the landing bay for the holothy, and that should give us some much needed reprieve. I'm pretty excited about it. All right, let's get this. Grind that down. Stop there. Don't grind the thing out from under you, genius. I know I'm doing it right now, but that's because I thought there was something beneath me. I was mistaken. All right, I think we're gonna grind. Oh, there it is. How damaged are you? Oh, I mean, it has none of the superconductors in it. So that's effectively not even a jump drive. That's disappointing. Let's see what else. What else is on this ship that we might want to claim? Couple of batteries, jump drive incomplete, large magnetic thing incomplete, compact antenna. Yep, that's fine. So just some minor stuff. Man, I was super excited. If we got a whole jump drive, you imagine? That'd have been freaking legendary.
Inventory full.
Over here. I'm gonna get these engines really quick so they stop taking all my fuel. I know that's not how it works. I think Enderman Gaming did a whole sort of episode on proving whether or not you utilize fuel by having the engines on or off, and provided you were locked down. I think was the whole thing. And I think he even tested it like, okay, I'm locked down. It's not using fuel. I have turned off my dampeners. It's not using fuel. All that kind of stuff. I think he went through kind of all those things. That's a lot of steel plates. I think we could even sell some steel plates for some money. So, Oh, oops. No, it's fine. Get that stuff ground down. Take this. I think these are just girders and stuff. Okay, let's take a quick inventory of what we need. So we need 1,000 displays. We need 271 motors. Okay, we can work on that. We need 20 nickel ingots. Okay, 44 thrusters, and then we've got to bring this thing back. So okay, I'm gonna start grinding some more stuff down, getting these things taken care of. And I will pick you up here in a second, and we will see what all we got. I'm only gonna take the stuff that hopefully is Pseudo valuable, we'll see. You know how that goes. Guys, I have even greater news. We found 2 additional tanks that we are going to be able to attach. So the question becomes, how do we do this? And the answer is, I don't know. But I did find 2 additional tanks, and they both have fuel in them, which is spectacular. So this thing must have been, what even is this ship? Info, salvage target. That's all it says. Okay, first, let's go ahead, dump all this stuff in here. I don't want to overload this ship too much, but what if we could just... This thing's got 4 tanks already. What if we did, like... I like that that's a pipeworks block that you can't even see the pipeworks on. What if we added... I'm going to jump up here really quick. We could add additional fuel. I don't know. Could add additional fuel somewhere. I think there's a way to design this to look really freaking awesome. I just don't know what it is just yet. We could temporarily. No, that's too close. I don't want to put it like I was thinking. We cut this out and we put 1 fuel tank there and 1 fuel tank on the other side type thing. But that's so close to the ground, it's just going to be rubbing the freaking ground the whole time. No, thanks. That sounds like a terrible idea. And then if I do that, we lose our ground one. If I put it, I could just attach it there and there and not have them connected yet, and we'll worry about piping it later, because I honestly have no clue. None at all. We could take out this Pipeworks block, right? Yeah, we could take out the Pipeworks block. What is this? This is a battery. So we take out the Pipeworks block, and we take out this engine. We add an additional reverse thrust. Or additional side thrust. We could do that. That could work. That could work. Because what I'm thinking, we grab the thing, right? We plop it on there, and oh yeah, we're gonna do that. This is gonna go exactly as planned. No notes will be needed. No notes will be had. We're gonna. Oh yeah, I have a rip roaring plan right now. So first, we're going to take this out. Yep, that's what we're going to do. We're going to copy the name of this thing. We're going to cut it off. And then we are going to place a block in blue right here. And then we are going to just simply go back to gray. Place this thing extruded a bit. That's not ideal right now, but that's okay. Put this back there. We'll grab this. I know. You know, Mars is supposed to be forgiving, right? It's supposed to be like you don't constantly run out of fuel all the time, everything all at once. It doesn't seem to be the case. I haven't found that to be the case. So let's go over here. Climb into this so I can weld these things up. Get a little sun exposure, no big deal. And then what we're going to do is we're going to chop this thing out temporarily, and we're going to attach the thing there. Oh yeah, this is what we're doing. Okay, let's go get the parts for this. We need 2 of these at least. So if this works, awesome. If it doesn't work, well, you guys get to laugh at it, and that's fun for everybody involved. Well, it's fun for you guys, not for me at all. But, you know. Okay, yeah, let's try this. Let's see what we can do. First things first, we need to
Let me work it. Put that dang thing down, flip it, and reverse it. We might do... No, we're just going to do this. There you go. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like it. So same thing we're going to do over here. I'm going to do that, and I'll be back in just a few minutes with the exciting result of that poor decision making that I'm not going to regret it, but definitely not going to be like, yeah, that was the best thing I've ever done. Well, maybe I will be. I don't know. I've got a pretty low bar sometimes, so we'll see. All right, guys. We'll see you in a second. Alrighty. And with that, we've attached 2 additional tanks to our ship for free without having to build them or fill them. They're at least 50% fuel, which means we got that. Okay, so what we need to do now probably is cut this thing the rest of the way loose. To say that I'm a little on the nervous side would be an understatement, just because, we are dealing with basically a hydrogen bomb, a very full hydrogen bomb. So not only in the sense that it is explosive and could do some pretty catastrophic things to my ship, also because it's valuable. It is immensely valuable, and thus I do not want to blow it up. Is kind of the big thing. So with that, need to make sure we've got all the pieces disconnected from it so that it's not potentially going to grab or do something weird when I cut it loose. So I just need to, You know what I need to do? I need to see if I can make hydrogen bottles. I don't know that if I have the ability to do that yet, but I could certainly use a hydrogen bottle. That's for sure. And I didn't even check to see if anything in this here container had, if anything in this here container, if they had like blueprints or anything like that. Got quite a bit of scrap which we can take, and I'm only taking it because I feel like there's some value in that. We don't need, we need motors, right? No, what do we need? Let's take a look. Acquisitions. We need display components, perfect, and we need motors. Yeah, so we need the motors. The rest can kind of hang out. And then let's go ahead and cut that part loose. There we go. I think we're going to test our liftability because I don't know how much weight we've gained on the thing. Let's go ahead and grab this. There's no reason not to. It's got huge amounts of detector components. We can build that out. We may need to, I don't know what the right answer is. I don't want to leave too much stuff behind because I don't want to come back to these for extra parts. But at the same time, extra parts are always really good to have. So, and those grav components are worth a ton of money, plus silver. I can get that silver contract. I can break all those gravity components down and then get the money for the silver contract. If not selling silver is just valuable. Can also install a gravity generator on my ship. They're usually pretty pricey when it comes to. They're pretty pricey when it comes to like power usage. So I don't want to I don't necessarily like. Oh, I definitely need to have a gravity generator, but might not be a bad idea. I'm gonna go ahead and weld that up because there's no reason not to. Same with this thing. That way it's just a little stronger. Okay, what do we have left on this ship that's worthwhile? Traffic light. We don't care about that really. In fact, we can just take it. I don't even know what this is. Armor round block. We don't really need this. Probably connected to that. It was, in fact, connected to that. So let's go in here and take a look. We've grabbed all the motors. I know some of this stuff is going to be valuable. We're taking the computers for sure. These are valuable just because of the cobalt, I think. So let's grab those. I know these are made up of nickel and stuff, but I don't I don't think they're that important, and they're really heavy for what they are. So now the question is, can I cut this loose and it not explode? That's the question that I have. And the answer is I don't know. Because the rest of this is just steel plates. So what we can do first and foremost is turn that off. Go here. Let's go to our salvage guide. This is now spare parts. That's great. We can turn that off. We don't need it anymore. And I think we're just going to have to detach. I think that's the plan. We're just going to do the detaching. We might not even have to do the grind to detach. We might just be able to come up here and do this number right there and pray for a miracle. Okay, because it's so large, I guess we have to convert it. Large hydro. Ugh. Okay, we're free. Didn't explode. I love that for me. Let's go ahead and cut around some of this fat so we don't have an accidental bumping on our ship. And now the really tricky part is not accidentally exploding this thing by running into it too fast. That is going to be the trick. So first and foremost, let's get in here. We're going to have to... Yep, there you go. Let's get into the seat really quick. We need to go in and we need to take our hydrogen thrusters. Reverse thrust, all thrust. And we just need to add the thrusters we added. So then we kick them all on. They're all on. Beautiful. I love that. Turn them all off. They're all off. If we turn on the front and we just do the reverse, they are turning off. Check the other side. We're good. All right, all engines on. Perfect. Now, we have gained technically more fuel, but we've lost fuel because we've added additional liters, and they were only 50% fuel. So we gained fuel, or we gained storage and fuel, but it looks like we lost both. So that's kind of a bummer. That's okay. All right, we are pretty heavy. We've gained 100,000 kilos. That's not a light amount of weight. I think we can make it back, though. I have faith that we can make it back. First, let's figure out which way we're going. We're going that way. We're going to save. And then where's our landing gear? Oh, right in the back where it's not excellent to... Oh, we're not doing that. Okay. I have a different plan. I was going to, like, because it's right next to the thrusters. That'd be dumb, right? So let's do this. Oh, better idea. Let's do this. I know we're on a slope right now, so our side thrust is doing some extra work right now. Slowly but surely, we're just going to do the grabbing. Okay, we have it. Oh, guys. What? Okay. Spare parts are marked. We don't have anything of value left there except for a cargo container with some parts in it. And most importantly, we have 2 batteries we can come back and retrieve for some usage later. I am going to get this thing home. We're going to just head towards home. Hopefully we don't run out of fuel. If we start getting close, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I didn't put a service terminal on this thing. My first thought was like, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll just immediately dive in, get the ship out, which I probably have the parts for a service terminal, but we'll get the parts out for a service terminal, plant one, pull out the bulwark, and then I don't know. Build a fuel tank, fill it up, bring it. I don't know. I don't know. We're ignoring the unknown signal. We don't have time to land and do all this stuff. I think there's going to be one problem which we may have to adjust. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do about it because that is pretty far forward. And it's also below the bottom ship. You see right there, like when we land, we're landing on the thing and not, that's a mistake on my part. But that's okay. We've gained some thrusters. We've gained some tanks. I'm pretty excited. And if I thought about it, I know those are batteries right there, but those would be excellent. Where the 2 caps are would be excellent spots for additional tanks. Which I could, oh, I have an idea. We pull these 2 we pull these 2 tanks out, right? We rotate them 180 degrees. Then we stick another one on there and we get 2 additional reverse thrust. And that way we can maintain the batteries right there and we gain additional forward thrust rather, not reverse. And then we lose some of the side thrust, but we can always expand. That's what I think it was Sam. Yeah, that's what Sam was saying. He's expanded the nacelles on his hauler because it can use it. We'll be using gravity to speed ourselves back up. So we nose down, get under the horizon line, pick up some speed without using thrust, and we just let the ship carry its weight, and hopefully we get there with fuel to spare. Part of me wants to go. I'm gonna go home. It's closer, and we can drop stuff off. That's the plan. And let's see real quick before I let you guys go, and I say I'll see in a second. We have 94 motors. We need 271. I think we can make it. I think we can make it happen. So let's go for that. We're gonna get that done, and then we'll also look at the nickel, and I might turn on the refineries just long enough to say, hey, what do you need? What can you use? That kind of thing. That's my thoughts right now. So it's weird the number of things in the survival kit that I can't pull out because I'm pretty sure it's not piped all the way to the not survival kit. Where's large cargo? Right there. And there's that. Okay. Well, I'll see you when we get there. I'll do a little after these messages. We'll be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Alrighty, we are almost back. We are 3 kilometers away. I'm going to quick take a nap because if I don't do that, we're going to be trying to land this crap in the dark, and I'm not interested in that specific thing. That would be real terrible. So take a nap. It's like we slept on the way home. So, oh, we need to be very careful. It looks like we could potentially be cooking our new tank with our thrusters over there. That would be super wonderful. I'd be the most happy about that if I accidentally was doing that. So let's go ahead and not make that happen. We did manage. My thought initially was like, okay, here's what I need to do. I just need to go down here. I'm gonna have to get this on the bar. We don't have a lot of time because I'm not sitting here trying to spend all my fuel because we're not going to make any money this round, which means we're not going to have money for fuel. But we should get some back from this specific adventure. So if I come over here, and the idea would be to set her down. And at the very least, maybe not. Yeah. We'll just lock it down for now. And then what I'm going to do, I think, I don't know what the right answer is, but I'm pretty sure it's not what I'm about to try to do. The right answer can't be this, but we're going to go ahead and get some fuel really quick. And then what we're going to do is we're going to switch lock. I'm going to get below it, and I'm going to try to catch it. No! No! No. That's exactly what I was afraid was going to happen. How much fuel did we just lose? Okay, barely any. Barely. It basically didn't do anything wrong whatsoever. That's perfect. That's exactly no notes on what should happen. Okay, can I lift this is the question. That shouldn't be possible, but we're going to take it. We can slowly move it, just ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Just carefully walking it over. I've got a special engineering suit. It's made of, oh God. It's made of it's like an Iron Man suit. It's a exosuit, so it's designed to don't crush me, don't crush me, don't crush me. Okay. Whew. Yeah. Play cool, keep it cool. Keeping it cool. Yeah, cool. We're definitely wasn't scared at all there for a second. Here's what I want to do. I think I'm gonna have to lay this thing out so that I can get my structural block. Which means we're gonna have to move it a little bit more, which I don't love. Okay, you're coming with me. Not too much, not too much. No. No, 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 don't roll away. There we go. Careful. There, perfect. Just like that. That's very normal. Okay, let's get one of these down, and then I think what we're gonna do, I don't think that's big enough to fit under there. I was really hoping I could just shield the whole thing with that, but I don't think I can, because this is pretty high. Like maybe if maybe, I don't know. I don't know. You know what we'll do? I got it. I know what we'll do. This right here. We'll do that, and then 9. We'll stick one of those right there. We're gonna have to come in here real quick. Gotta go inside and get some parts. Parts gotten. Stick that right there. And then we're going to take parts right there. Perfect. And then I think what we're going to have to do somehow is get this under there, which means we're probably going to need the ship. Okay. I love the odds here. I've got no time to do this because I don't have a ton of fuel. But I definitely 100% need to get this done. So let's get some altitude really quick. We're going to try to do this in a way that is smarter than I think I'm probably am. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Let me out of the damn thing. Okay. Please get in the damn ship. Okay. Okay, we're going to rotate the ship up while keeping it to the ground-ish. Rotating up, keeping it to the ground, rotating it up. Okay. Now, I'm going to scoot a little bit like that, and then we're going to declamp the damn thing. Like so. This is not working. That sounds like it's exploding, actually. Good, good, good. That's what you want. Oh, Jesus. Could we not do this? That'd be super good. I'd appreciate it so much. Oh, goodness, guys. Okay. I need, you know what I need? I know what I need. A different plan. First, you don't succeed. Try something equally insane. That's what I was told. Do I have the service terminal? I don't think I have it unlocked. Do I? Let's find out. I do not have the service terminal unlocked. That is most unfortunate. That my plan just went out the window. um. Hmm. How far are we away from 154 meters? Okay. Okay. Let's think for a second. Let's go down here for a minute. We're going to turn this on for just a second. I don't know why this is refinery 3. It shouldn't be. Because what I need the 21, the nickel. I just need 21 nickel ingots. Oh, I have that. I don't need this turned on at all. Just kidding. How do I? Oh my God. Okay. Refinery. Turn that off. What do I need? I need 20 nickel ingots. That's what it was, right? 271 of those and 20 nickel ingots. Okay, we can get the 20 nickel ingots real quick. Stick this. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Perfect. There's that. And then 271 motors. That's a feat. We don't have enough of those things. 271 motors. Oh, we do have it though. We just can't carry them all. Right? Is that because my inventory is full? It is because it's full. Perfect. Okie dokie. We're gonna fly over there. We're gonna get the bulwark hauler. That's what we need. We need the bulwark for this job. That's pretty much the only way I can think to do it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that. There's that. And then we're just gonna fly. We're gonna jetpack joyride. You ever play that game? Jetpack joyride? That's a game. It's interesting. Oh, don't do that. I meant to turn on dampeners, not. I should really be more careful. Otherwise, I'm going to get another cadaver count. Everyone's going to give me a hard time. I just don't want to use all my fuel. I need to make it there. And then I can refuel and make it back. That's the plan. I do have one tank on the base. It's a small baby tank, so it'll work. We're going to get this done. We're going to see if we can complete the contracts at least. I'll bring the other. What am I at? I'm at 226. So to get to 271, I need 44, 45 motors left to get that done. And I can do those 2 acquisition contracts. And then I can see if there is a silver one. If there is, I can totally break those things down in the assembler. The gravity components I got. And we can also see what else is available to sell. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Perfect. No notes. No notes. Okay. Go in here. Let's go ahead and settle this contract up really quick. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and pull this guy out of Hawk. Yes. Please retrieve him. Where did you put my dear bulwark? Just throws him. Meh. No thanks. Did you actually... Are we retrieving it? We seem to be retrieving. But I don't see him on the map. Okay, well, fine. I don't need it anyways right this second. We can still do the thing I was going to do. I just don't want to burn a bunch of fuel if it's sitting out there doing the thing that it's probably doing now that I've walked away. All right, accept contract. We've got this thing, finish, character inventory, check. Thanks for the job, you bet. Glad I could help. This thing, finish, character inventory is not on the, it's not my inventory because I'm derpy. And I forgot to do the thing. Where's my bulwark hauler? Guys. Where's my damn ship? I definitely reclaimed it. Where the bloody hell is it? Does it just take a bunch of time now? Is that what's... I guess it takes time. It didn't say how many seconds it was going to take. I don't think I saw that. I'll have to go back and check the tapes, but I don't think that it said it was going to take any amount of time. Finish. Character inventory. Thanks for that. I would like to buy... Do you have fuel on you? You do have fuel. That's great. Ooh, fruit pastry. Mmm. Tasty. I'll buy one. Spend half my hard-earned cash here to get fruit pastry that I can eat. I don't understand where the bulwark went, though. That still hasn't spawned yet. I'm going to close this really quick. Let me, we're going to check the entity list really quick and see if it just, where would it have spawned? Bulwark. It hasn't. Well, I don't know. I don't know where the bulwark is. That's really frustrating. I'm going to fly back to the base really quick, get my fuel back from this thing here. And then what we're going to do is cry, I guess? I don't know what happened. Does this have precise mode on? Let's see, expedite. Oh, 53 seconds. What does it cost to expedite? How much did that cost me? Like $1 million or something. Pardon my French. Well, it didn't work anyway, so lovely. I don't know. Is it on? I don't know that if it's on exact. Oh, I can't look at I can't access deny it, so. Hey, there he is. I can't waste fuel if it's ow. Can't waste fuel if it's all turned off. Joke's on you, jerks. Alright, let's get back to base. We'll use this thing to do the job I need it to do, and then I don't even remember how to fly it. I assume those are the reverse thrusters. They are beautiful. That means I'm not about to just beam into the wall. The bulwark Kermit is the Bull Kermit. That's what this thing's got to be named. And we may paint it green, despite Clyde wanting to. The H2 Bull Kermit. After I lift off. By the way, and I don't know, this probably won't make it into the thing, but boy, howdy, did I get close to running aground bringing that tank back. It got to about 50 meters before I was like, oh, I need to pull up and strafe hard right. It was great in the way that things were not actually great at all. It was terrible. Anyway, let's get back. We're going to get this in place. I actually think we might call it, and then I'll get it in place. If there's any snafus, you guys will see it, but I want to be mindful of, oh, I just turned off everything. Oh, no. Let's be very careful about that. I need to be mindful of everybody's time and patience and all of those things, and I feel like an hour and some odd change is not honoring of those thoughts. So, let's get this thing landed really quick. Pop it down. Good old bulwark. Turn them engines off. Get out and get inside before I get beat to death by Mars, as Mars do. And then we needed, what did I say, 45 more to finish that other contract, probably. Let's do that. We'll get those 45 right here. That's not how you do it. I don't know why that keeps happening, but it does. Probably controller confusion. That's really what it is. All right, guys. If you enjoyed this, you know what to do. I appreciate you coming along. We have made some progress. We got ourselves a big tank. I'm going to get that built out. I will show you guys next time when we get into the start of the episode. And then we got to figure out what we're going to do next. The other salvage contract we're going to try to sell some crap. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to load the bulwark up with parts, and we're going to see if we can just make a bunch of money selling all the things we've been chopping up instead of making stuff. Yeah, if any of that happens here, you will see it first. Nope. If any of that happens, you will see it here first. And I will catch you later, taters. And as always, be kind. Thank King for fixing waving. And stay on, Ray. Bye.